Okay, it's time for some more board. I think we're starting on episode 220. Karen, I believe. We're getting into some Karen. Watch out, Karen.
You need to leave.
No, I won't leave. I demand that you listen. Listen to everything that I say. Now get me the manager.
He's not here.
Oh, you are a useless employee. Look at you.
I don't know where he is.
You've got the slightest idea what is going on here.
I can't help you.
I know 100 people who would do this job much better than you. Look at you now. Is this what you call customer service? Is that what it's become?
I'm sorry.
Where is the manager?
What's going on?
It's a rematch.
There you are.
What are you doing here, Karen?
I've returned to finish what we started.
I've defeated you once. I can do it again.
Oh, can you?
What is this?
This is your undoing.
No, this is impossible.
Call yourself a manager?
We are going to tell everyone about this.
Circumstantial.
Nobody will ever want to come and stop
Consumer
you.
rights. It does not say that. It does not. You can't just come in here. That is a son.
You are a disgrace.
That's irrelevant.
You are a
No.
disgrace.
No. That's erroneous information. That's erroneous. That's not fair.
I think that's Ben's actual real life mom that you just called the dad from the TV show The Dinosaurs. Let's go. You better watch out. Ben knows judo, dude, or some martial arts. I don't think that, by the way, Ben, just so you know. That was totally all let's go. So don't blame me, man. I didn't say such a thing. I did not say such a thing.
You are a disgrace to management.
Look to my coming at first light on the 5th day. At dawn, look to the east.
Who are you?
Didn't you hear?
I'm the super manager.
That is my favorite, dude. Like, I love when he does that voice. Like, didn't you hear? I love when he does that shit.
You're
Total
just
Gandalf.
the man that I need to speak.
I'm totally into Lord of the Rings phase. I'm watching Hobbit. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna watch them all. I think they should never have made the Hobbit a trilogy, though. But okay, I think they drug out the Hobbit. I think they could have condensed it into like 2 movies. Honestly, you know, Hobbit was a prelude. It wasn't supposed to be like this giant trilogy. The Hobbit is one book, for God's sake. You know what I'm saying? It should not be like 3 separate mini books drawn out into 2+ hour sequences. But that's my opinion. Okay, I started the Hobbit. And now I'm on Desolation of Smaug, which is the second movie of the Hobbit series. I'm much more a fan of Lord of the Rings than I am the Hobbit, which is interesting because I remember back in the day, I was so big on the Hobbit. Obviously, the first Tolkien book I had ever read, and just, man, that caught me. I remember I was in 6th grade when I got introduced to it. I don't know how old that would have made me, but I was really young, and my dad introduced Tolkien to me, and I read like, I think 32 pages. I remember that number. With perfect recall. It was 32 pages of The Hobbit, and for whatever reason, I just set it down and didn't come back to it till way later, I think I was like a freshman in high school, and then I started again and finished The Hobbit. And after finishing The Hobbit, my dad's like, there's a trilogy, like, The Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, what? And I got so like hooked into Bilbo and the adventure with the dwarves. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, okay. Because I remember first starting the Fellowship of the Ring and reading about Frodo and how Bilbo was not the main character anymore. And it took me a while to adjust. Am I alone in that? It took me a while to adjust to Frodo on the first reading of the Fellowship. And I had a hard time with the adjustment where Bilbo was not the main character and Frodo was the main character. So, but then of course, Lord of the Rings just, wow, just kicks the ass of anything. Like Lord of the Rings, I mean, can you really get much better than that? I don't think so. A whole world crafted, all these characters and their thoughts. The movies could really never do the books justice. I try and explain that to Christy because she's seen all of them. And I also try to explain this with my daughter as well, is like the movies did a good job. Like Peter Jackson, I believe, was the director, if I'm not mistaken, of Lord of the Rings. Sorry if that's not correct, but I'm pretty sure that was the dude's name. And he did a really good job at the chronology of everything that happened. He did really good with the sets. He did really good with the casting. The whole thing, right? Except for one thing, which was the emotion was there, but it was not truly as emotionally impactful as the books were. The books were so much more emotionally impactful because obviously you got to hear the inner thoughts of the characters in certain parts of the books. And that's what gave you this connection with every one of those characters. Aragorn, oh my God, man. A Forsaken King? Give me a break. His name's Strider to start out with. You don't even know it's Aragorn. You just know he's Strider when you first meet him. And he's like this kind of mysterious ranger. And then all of a sudden, spoiler alert, he's like the fucking king, you know? And it was such a, like every character has something. Samwise, just so loyal and dependable, one of the best friends you can ever have. Merry and Pippin, oh my God, you too. You guys, you crazy motherfuckers, always fucking shit up. But you know, like little fun hobbits, you know, Frodo, fucking mysterious, dark goth fucking Frodo, man. Lovable Frodo, weird Frodo that you ended up just loving, having to deal with his issues. Gollum. I mean, all these great characters with these backstories in such a perfectly crafted fucking world. Like Tolkien was a master, just an absolute master at creating a reality. It's just to this day, like there's nothing I think that's ever really affected me in terms of literature as Lord of the Rings. It's almost timeless. As a kid, I loved it. And as I grew up and I read it, I loved it even more. As an adult, I loved it even more. It's just crazy. It transcends like age even. It's such a weird, it's just so weird. But I would definitely read the books. If you've not read the books, read the books. That's the end. That's the end.
The white shot.
By the way, I'm only reacting. There is no enhancement. No enhancement here. None. No enhancement. I am just a reactor. I'm just a simple man.
It has returned.
I want to complain about the state of the store and the horrible service that we have had to deal with.
Your hair disgusts me. You have far too much makeup on. That Louis Vuitton is a fake.
How dare you! You take that back. Her hair is fabulous!
Yuck, yuck, yuck. Adam, Rowan, I have them in a temporary rage paralysis. We must surround them. When they come to, we must have them covered at all sides. Quickly! Now repeat after me. With the power of 3, we banish thee.
With the power of 3, we banish thee.
Yes, sir! You're gonna eat me!
The power of all employees and managers who have ever had to deal with a Karen anywhere in the world course through our veins. With the power of 3, we banish thee.
With the power of 3, we banish thee.
Hear me now, Karens, and all Karens, bringers of tyranny and evil. We hereby banish thee from the store, never to...
Is this where the Acolyte writers got the idea of the power of many? Shame, Viva La Dirt League. Shame on you for giving ideas to the writers of Acolyte. I love that, E-Red. I love that, dude.
Return!
The red shirt employee banishes thee. The black shirt manager banishes thee. The white shirt super manager banishes thee. With the power of 3, we banish thee. Because Satan!
Where did you learn that?
I've been training in secret, preparing myself for the return.
But what did it cost?
Everything.
Everything.
Can you control it?
I don't know.
The power of the white shirt. Listen, what an amazing adventure we just had on this board viewing. And while views continually go down because we are copyright stricken twice, you should be concerned. We got copyright struck twice, not by Viva La Dirt League, but by a gentleman named Z Frank with 4 million subscribers. The death of a channel is upon us. The death is nigh, but it is okay. I will continue to do this until I myself am dead, and I will be here. And a lot of you would say, but DG, you only did 1 episode of Board. This is the first time you've literally only covered 1 episode of Board. And I would ask you, did you get more than 1 episode from this? Mm-hmm. Sprinkle it. Just sprinkle